Alright guys, I am headed out soon. I'm just gonna shut this and close the mess. So, I just did a video about somebody actually trying to trap me into a question and justify divorce. So, I've been pretty open about this, guys. I've been pretty open about the type of life I used to live. So I am a Christian. I am a child of God's. No question about it. It's written all over my face. And I love basking in God's presence and getting like a hug from Him. And, you get a hug from your spouse and it feels good when you come home, right? You get a hug from God, it feels even better. So I am truly one of His. And yesterday I heard a sermon about, are you wheat or are you chaff? And the scary thing about my husband, and I am praying for him, is to grow up together and you see one fall away from God. It's pretty scary, right? What's the biggest command in life is to love God with all your heart. And do I love God? I absolutely adore God. I am in love with Him. In fact, when I was watching some news last night in Germany, about Muslims coming in and not assimilating to the culture. In New Year's Day, it's a sin for them to, celebrate that. And, this person, Benny, I forget his last name, Johnson, Benny something, he's a YouTuber. I'm like, wow. He's like, look at this. Look at what happens when people do not assimilate. And this is what I was talking about the other night with the mayor in New York. People who do not assimilate to America. I mean, this guy has a right to swear on the Quran and not believe in God, but why do we want a Muslim running New York City when they believe women have to wear, head coverings and all this stuff? Diversity is good to a point. It's not good when it takes away your rights. And this mayor who's talking about unity, I mean, I feel like he already should be gone because what he's doing is he's pushing his agenda and that erodes the Constitution from within to be causing fear and division among people. So anyways, back to what I was saying about just, this person today was, I am definitely one of God's and I am one of His favorites. No question about it. God is with me all the time. And I think it's Psalm 121 talks about He will lift your head and He is your comforter. So as this person publicly tried to challenge me on my channel 2 days ago and said, did you ever cheat on your husband? And then again came back today and said, do you remember me from 2 days ago? Yeah, I remember you. I remember you trying to start some more trouble. So the only one who knew about this was me and my husband. So, and, maybe a couple people. Oh, I got an incoming call. I am going to decline that for a moment until I'm done this. That can wait. So anyways, my husband, we were both not believers. We grew up together. Let me see. I did ask Christ into my heart. There was a short time that my father let me go to church with my great aunt Phyllis in Deerfield, New Hampshire. Phyllis Scribner was her name. So I used to go over there. She cut my hair, gave me a Dorothy Hamilton haircut. We were always in Deerfield, New Hampshire. A lot of farmland there that would have been my inheritance if I didn't become a Christian because my father disowned me for it. It's all God's. It doesn't matter. It's all God's. So anyways, so Phyllis wanted us to go to church. She was a Sunday school teacher, and my dad actually let us go, which was a good decision. And I remember fixing my hands and asking Jesus to come into my heart because someone got me really quick. And later when I was teaching, I think it was Awana or a Sunday school for a short time. I was getting the kids in quickly. I was just sharing the gospel. And a pastor said, look, we don't want to force them to, we don't want to force them to believe in God. And I'm like, that's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to get them right away. We know that the enemy does not want kids to believe in Jesus, right? So anyways, I feel I was saved and probably didn't know it, but I was living like an unbeliever. So I say I wasn't saved. But anyways, even the abortion, I knew God was with me. So I knew some sort of sense of God. I didn't understand it all. So when I got saved after my firstborn son, my eyes opened. I was invited to church by my husband's grandmother, Ruth Sawyer. My eyes were open, John 3:16. I understood God's love at the lowest point in my life. It's quite a testimony, guys. My testimony is huge. And this is why I'm out here sharing the gospel, because if God can save me, he can save anybody. So I was living a life, like I said, it all started with this abortion. That's where it all started. It started tearing my life apart. So, me and Randy Vian, it was pretty innocent. The feelings were really pure and innocent and true. He was my first boyfriend. You go through that and you can understand what a first boyfriend is like. You can understand what your first crush is like, right? Very special times in your life. My first crush was 6th grade Jason Bapkirk. I still remember that. So, and then, yeah, I dated we went out, different boys, Jeff Allen, Mike Briggs, Chris Yetton. It was all kid stuff. But then in my freshman year of high school, I was encouraged to date. Everyone dated. My mother said I could date. Everyone else dated. My dad said no. My mom got her way. So I was allowed to date because everyone else did. So at 15, I'm dating this guy who's a little bit older than me, Randy. He tells me the condom's safe and it breaks. So I'm pregnant, and then my mom and dad want me to have an abortion, and it's a forced abortion because I don't even know what abortion is. So from there, this guy already liked me, Mike, from Billy's Restaurant, my first job. So I'm dating him now. Don't even know I'm pregnant, and I was not with Mike, but I was now pregnant and didn't know it. So, so that whole relationship with my first boyfriend was totally torn apart. It was dealt with in an awful way. Luckily, I did have my space already, even though my parents were trying to control me and treat me like a child and not let me date anymore. Chasing me to the video game store, chasing me at school dances. My mom would not let me date again. So then my husband saw all this. He was a part of it. He was dating someone else. He was with some girl, feeling her up on the bus. No morals. And I did not know this stuff. So, anyways, when I was dating him, his parents let us, date and be upstairs in his bedroom, doing stuff that I would have never let my kids do, as a